Yo, this is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason and the host of the ZOWHAT Morning Show. First and foremost, let me thank everyone who's donated to the GoFundMe page. But I have some bad news to report. One of our biggest donations has proven to be fraudulent. And of course, they took that out of our account earlier today. I'm really disappointed about it. They said it was some fraudulent activity that happened on the GoFundMe page, and it kind of hurt my heart because I knew it was kind of too good to be true when we got these huge donations maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but now one of them has proven to be fraudulent, and I'm thinking that the other 3 may also be found that way as well. Needless to say, my goodness, we are in need of those donations to keep the high quality production that we do going. I don't know what to say about, who's responsible for it. I just know we got to keep pushing. I just know I cannot be stopped because of something like this. I just ask that everybody come together, coalesce around this cause, and donate to www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. If you appreciate the work we do and you love the shows that we produce, please, out of the kindness of your heart, continue to support. Thank you so much, and we'll keep it coming. Deuces.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm a relationship hack.
Run up and get touched up, suicide. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail. Run up and get touched up, suicide, that's it. And all of y'all know my style.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 2 years, we are not on time. But who gives 2 shakes of a fat rat's ass? We're here now. The ZOWHAT Morning Show back in the building. It's Monday. You already know how we get down in the town. Man, I got an incredible show, lined up for you. And I do want you guys to participate because today's show is a special show. It's just going down. Let me just tell everybody on Twitter that I'm here. You're listening to dashradio.com. Of course, Dash Talk Radio is the talk station for dashradio.com. All right? We're here, and as is commonplace for the ZOWHAT Morning Show, man, turn that beat up. Turn it up. This is my homeboy, DJ West. DJ West is a young DJ producer. He did Chris Brown's Picture Me Rolling. He's got some fly tracks right here. Love his whole style. Love his whole get down. You already know what the common practice is here on the ZOWHAT Morning Show. Community empowerment. It's time to promote Black-owned businesses. Yeah. Sitting in studio right now with the flyest, handmade, Italian-made, LA-designed sneakers. I ain't never seen a luxury line of sneakers. He not making hard bottoms. You're not gonna get no gators. But you gonna get a high-end luxury sneaker. My brother Javier, tell him who you are and what business you founded and created, bruh.
Javier. My business is Android Home. It's androidhome.com. It's handmade, designed in LA by me. Footwear brand. Started the brand about 8 years ago. Really been kind of under the radar, perfecting the craft and delivering a quality product. So this is the brand, Android Home.
Jeez. Jesus Christ. Where can they find it?
You can find us in finer department stores like Saks Fifth Avenue.
People don't even know that, though. They don't even know that that's you.
They don't know.
That your shoe is sitting in Saks Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, they don't know.
Right next to Gucci.
Right next to them all.
Right next to Louis.
All of them.
They don't know the brother did this.
That's right. That's why we're here to break it through on the Zoe Williams.
Gosh, this bottom part right here is velvet. What is that, velvet?
What is that?
Jeez.
If a
Yeah,
man wants to become a what the fuck is that, velvet?
God damn. Look, I got on a pair of these, but the ones I got aren't as icy as the Washington Redskins right here. Jeez.
team colors.
Got the damn patent leather with the suede piece. What is this?
That's a technical mesh. It actually stretches and breathes, so it lets your foot breathe. You don't feel all hot in the shoe.
And this shoe is designed after Runyon Canyon, right?
Yeah, the inspiration for that shoe, it's called the Runyon Runner. And so the inspiration I had was obviously Runyon Canyon here in LA. Everybody goes up to Runyon, a beautiful landmark and location. And, it's a running silhouette. You can run in it and you can do whatever you want in it. But obviously for $300-400, you may not want to dust up your kicks.
Hold on one second. Just wait one second. Jeff, put the motherfucking shoes down. Okay? Because Jeff's sitting here holding them. Like he gonna run out the door with them. Jeff, put the shoe down.
Is this a turbo for my Miata?
Jeff, put the shoe down. Put the goddamn shoe down.
You need to tell me that.
Richard Pryor, now put your motherfucking bags down. Baby, don't leave. Look at that. What? Whoa. What is this? What did you do to make this?
Oh, that's a process that usually, like people that customize cars, it's like a film that they dip it in the water. They pull a wrap out, so they could do carbon fiber, marble. They could do anything, any print. And I was like, why don't we do it on shoes? No one's ever done it. So now the whole shoe can have one consistent look and feel.
That's crazy.
From the upper all the way down into the sole. So I chose marble for this season, and we're gonna keep doing it in different
marble
patterns, all that.
What about the boot right here?
Yeah, the boot. This is one of our top sellers. It's called.
That's the one Corey wanted. Corey was like, Zoe, you brought me these. I was like, these are sick. He saw those. He was like, where the Cadillacs? Bring the Cadillacs up. Talk to us about this boot, man.
Yeah, the tactical boot is really just something that I saw a void in the market. I mean, they have other brands like Yeezy, etc., that have these type of boots. But, ours are handmade in Italy. There's incredible value. These are great for any type of terrain. So, they are really like tactical boots. So you can use them military. There's all types of technology built into the shoe, but really we wear it for style.
These are for the fashion model military people.
Yeah, it's fashion. It's fashion, but it's functional.
Yeah, it's functional.
I like it.
If you high
You holding that shoe again.
Yeah. If you high
Watch
end
Jeff.
and you got a irresponsible baby mama who her boyfriend might put his hands on your kids, you don't want to wear these over when you whoop his ass. You want to wear these.
These,
nice
right?
Go ahead, nice tread.
Yeah.
So you don't slip.
Blood wipes right off. Yeah, you don't need some. You don't need your adversary's blood stuck to these.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, this is Android. Say the name properly for me.
Android Omme, HOMME. It stands for robot man. Omme is man in French. So
there it is.
My father background is French, so I pay a little homage to that. And it's but it translates to robot man. Android Omme.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to IamZoeWilliams.com, you'll see that Android Omme, their page is one of the top pages that I have featured on my community empowerment segment. Get over there right now and take a look at the shoes and pull up a chair and I'm gonna tear shit up. Good job. And get over there and check out their page and support this black business. If you gonna buy some Gucci slippers for $500 because some rapper said you should, why not stand out? I remember back in the day. Do you remember back in the day when you hated to have on the same shit somebody else had on? I'm from that era. I like to be the dude to where I remember back in the days when somebody said, "What are those?" was a compliment.
Right.
Like, what are those? Where did you get those? We live in a culture now where the name supersedes the quality.
Wow.
Look, I ain't never seen velvet and patent leather together.
Can I go a little further?
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
It's community empowerment section.
Yes. Okay. Dear community, these shoes ain't for everybody. Okay.
Ain't for.
They ain't for everybody. It's
They
a
not
price
for.
point on these shoes where
Yes.
you start. Okay. You broke. You eating ramen noodles. These not for you. Okay. These are for people who have disposable income on a level that would put them in a place where they can entertain Louis Vuitton, Hermes. If you are entertaining that type of shit, and you are buying it, and you pass this brother's shoe to get it, you have no excuse, because all this shit is fly. You are a part of the problem.
Wow. Hey, I can smoke a bag of that.
If you spend $500 on a shoe and you don't buy one of these brothers' shoes, the next time somebody's talking pro-black, shut your mouth. How about that? Let's put it out. That's the real shit.
All right, so look, let me run off.
These ain't back to school shoes. These ain't back to school.
Shit.
They're not back to school.
In my day at Pasadena High, you think I would have showed up like,
Woo! And put my foot on the desk. I'm taking notes with my foot.
I don't even know if you noticed that the LA coordinates are on the side of the sole.
Yeah,
'Cause
I saw that.
These are designed in LA and made in Italy. So I made sure I paid homage to LA and put the coordinates
He put the
on the
long
side,
and the lat on the.
on the side of the
the
sole.
longitude and the latitude, Los Angeles.
A lot of hidden meaning in these
Let me
shoes.
tell you something.
All right, well, look. We got to move on. Let me promote a couple more things.
For no shoe, but I fucks with this dude.
Yeah.
fucks with
You
this
got to do it. You got to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is community empowerment. We just supported a
He got a
black
friend
owned
wearing
business.
a poncho. It ain't even raining.
It ain't raining. You wear a poncho.
Fly.
It's
That's
fashion.
fly.
I knew
Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Okay, all right. My bad.
It's lit. Raheem.
Just saying. That's fly.
Raheem and Gordo.
So look, I got a couple of things to promote. Total package energy. I had my energy shot today. I brought some. They're in the car. I just don't like bringing them because people be asking for them.
Yo, can I get that power?
That total package energy shot. I already gave you my testimony from last week. When we was driving back from Oakland, I kept falling asleep off that 5-hour energy.
Right.
I couldn't stay up. I had to drink a 5-hour energy and a Monster to be able to drive all the way back to LA.
God damn.
But I drank I drank 2. You're not supposed to drink more than 2 of these motherfuckers.
Okay.
But I drank 2 total package energies on the way to Oakland with no music in the car. And I was wide the fuck awake.
And without the jitters.
I had all types of ideas and concepts and
Flowing.
shit was happening. I was enjoying the silence.
Right. Yeah.
I was quick. Total Package Energy. Go there right now. TotalPackageEnergy.com. Please continue to support those brothers. And a quick shout out to a couple of guys, to 3 guys up in Oakland. Anthony Agleton. This man trained my son for the past 3 weeks. Weightlifting
Shout out to the young lion.
and beach work.
Beach.
On and off. Weightlifting, beach work, on and off. One day is weightlifting, the next day is beach work, weightlifting, beach work for the last 3 weeks. And he's up there with professionals, working out with pros.
Like volleyball.
Then this other cat,
chair.
I don't know if I should say his name, but he's an NBA trainer
Okay.
that opened himself up to train my kid. My kid got a chance to work out with Damon Lillard and Darrell White. Worked out with a lot of pros up in Oakland. And it's good to get him away from LA and up there with some different folk.
Absolutely.
You know, he hidden away and he's getting a lot of insight. And then this other brother who owns a gym up there, it's like 15, 20 gyms in there. And they have private runs with guys that are playing professional overseas and college guys.
Okay.
His name is Sam. Sam let my son come in. He's the only college kid there.
Goddamn Sam, I am.
Let him come in, work out with these guys and play with these guys.
Okay.
My son is back today. He's going to be here for another 3 weeks and then he's going back to school. So
Is he
the
gonna come to
workout
the
don't
show?
stop. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him in here and let him, publicly say thank you. But those guys looked out for my kid. I appreciate them greatly. One last thing I want to promote: Mind Blowing Mobiles. This sister, Wanda Trotter, did my app. If you don't have her do your app,
You tripping.
you tripping. You on that bullshit. If you got a business and you don't have an app, you don't have a mobile storefront.
No.
People ain't always going to that brick and mortar storefront
that?
anymore.
1988 is that way.
Right. Or even your laptop storefront. They're not going there no more. Most people are
They do everything
purchasing
on the phone.
from the phone. We're Dash Radio. Most people listen to Dash Radio. 88% of the people who listen to Dash Radio listen to it off their phone.
Yep.
Wow.
So if you don't have a mobile app, you out here bullshitting in the game. That's just what it is. You need that mobile storefront. Hopefully, Android Home has one. But look, do they really need one? We're gonna go
God
find
damn,
these
bro.
motherfuckers right here.
Man, you just put that on with a pair of Levi's and a white shirt.
It's over.
And you just walk in and act like it ain't shit. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, but you know what's crazy? Hey, I saw the gray one, the all gray
Oh,
one.
shit. It's a gray one?
It's a gray
Do
one.
you understand what I will do? I will get me some cranberry laces and pop in there.
Ooh, shit.
What? And instruct my wife not to even speak to me while I have them on. I'm not to be spoken to while I have these some bitches on. What?
Hey,
A gray one?
Really quickly, man. One last
we
thing.
got gray, we got ox blood, we got all kinds of colors.
Ox blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
it's like
Here we go.
burgundy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's some cultured Negroes. It's ox blood.
It's ox blood. Yes.
Nigga ain't never cut an ox open ever. It just,
The grand cousin of the Kobe beef.
are you sure it's close? It's not. It's not closer to goat blood. It's ox blood. I cut them both open, and I'm telling you, it's ox blood.
So wait, let me do this real quick. I told Kev I would. Cop Stop Guardian. Go to the website. Go to the GoFundMe page. They're trying to raise money to create an app that will allow people to interface with police in a safer way. Cop Stop Guardian. Go to the website. Go to the GoFundMe page. Cop Stop Guardian. You gotta continue to support Kevin's movement here. I think it's a useful movement. I think it's a purposeful movement, especially when kids keep getting killed by the police.
How about that?
So, Cop Stop Guardian, very important that we support that. And then, of course, weed juice.
We here. We want some ox blood juice.
We want
Thank you.
some ox blood juice.
That's a new name.
Hey, what is the code?
If you do a beat,
Oh, ZOWHAT is the code. Always apply ZOWHAT. You want your 15% discount. I'm supporting everybody. Just come out and support. Try to energize yourself. Try to get more vegetables in your diet. That's why I started weed juice, because I didn't eat enough vegetables.
There you go.
Just adding more to my diet is a key.
And Javier's talking about your beet juice. You didn't bring it today.
I didn't bring any beet
yeah, you
juice.
do a beet juice.
Listen, nobody
Call it the ox
drinks
blood.
the beet juice.
I drink it.
All right,
No
so
one?
I'm gonna bring the beet juice. Oh yeah, you do. You
I
like
drink
that?
that
You like
shit.
that pineapple beet with the ginger? Boom! It's called
That shit
Swiss
is fire.
beets.
Swiss beets. That's what it's called. That shit is
Pineapple,
fire.
ginger, and beets.
Swiss beets.
Oh my god!
Right. It's not a.
It's fire. When I tell you it's fire. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep saying one more. Kenneth Boggs suits.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I could get a suit if I get
Stop,
a blue
stop.
suit, and then that's
No, sir. No, sir. I beg to differ.
maybe even a gray suit.
There you go. Or a baby blue, like a pale blue suit
Ew.
with a dark blue shirt.
you're more
with the
dangerous.
ouch,
Ouch.
with a crispy fade.
Hey,
Oh my God! Why are we playing, girl?
I'm not gonna
Let's
have the
just
fade.
fuck right here.
I'm not gonna have the
Got to
fade.
take you for dinner. What's
Hey,
that?
you done fucked up my outfit talking about the fade. I'm gonna have to go to somebody to do surgery to get a fade.
No, nigga. No, nigga. You can put you on a blue Kango to the back.
Ooh, shit. Okay, cool.
This dude is bringing up all kind of old
Kenneth
school
Boggs
stuff.
Suits. That's my cousin. Tailored Suits.
That's hot.
He does suits for Dwight Howard, Ryan Leslie, Jackie Long. He does, man, he's doing suits for everybody. Listen, these are all black-owned businesses, man. Get out there, cash mob, support. And then don't forget to go to my GoFundMe page. That's www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. Community empowerment is done.
I got kids, so I can't.
When we
afford
come
these
back,
right
we
now.
really gonna get into this topic today. This shit's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna holler at y'all on 2.2. 2 seconds. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is back in the building. We got a late start today, a couple of technical difficulties, but we're back in the building. It's going down in the town. The voice of reason. You know him as Zoe Williams. Our morning show is called the ZOWHAT Morning Show. We got a serious topic today. We're here with the founder of AndroidHome.com.
Yeah, Android Home.
What are those? A deeper look at the psychology behind the fashion industry. The hidden racism in the fashion industry. And how that affects black self-esteem as it relates to white-owned brands. People say, Zoe, you are always coming up with topics about racism. We live in a post-racial society and everything is all good. Why you always tripping? I just got to bring shit up. I don't know if people have ever heard of enclothed cognition. The definition of that is, in particular, we posit that wearing clothes causes people to embody the clothing and its symbolic meaning. Enclothed cognition, the link between a physical experience and its symbolic meaning is indirect, as it is the clothes that carry the symbolic meaning. So if black people, this is what I found with a lot of black fashion designers. They tend to be lauded and appreciated all over the world, but not so much at home. And that's what's crazy. You go to Japan, black people looking at Japanese, or Japanese are looking at black people like, oh shit, he from there. That dude is African American. He might know Jay-Z. Let me get over there and shake his hand. He might know Rihanna. He feel like them.
Right.
Do you understand? You go to Japan, that's their energy.
Right.
They fuck with you. They worship you like that.
Yeah.
Right? You go to Europe. Even in Europe, they like, oh my God, he's from that land. He's from that culture. You don't even have to be nobody. That's what's crazy. The brother we got on the show with us today, we trying to blow his business all the way sky high because he deserves it. His product is worthy of it. So I'm just like bringing out this topic. What are those?
What are those?
Because we live in a society that will look at some high-end, fly. I mean, the execution on these shoes is crazy, right? This is not some shit somebody made at the garage back at the crib.
No.
So the execution is ridiculous.
Yeah, this ain't gonna come loose on you at the club.
But no, you know what's interesting? Even our white engineer was like, what are those?
What are those? I don't see the
What
issue.
name is that? What brand is that? So then we go back to our definition of enclothed cognition. So people will put on a suit, but it'll mean more if it's Hugo Boss.
Right.
It'll mean more if it's Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Because of the symbology around it. You hear Jay-Z, Tom Ford. It's a hit record. You hear it, Run DMC, My Adidas. You see what I'm saying? You hear Nelly, Air Force Ones.
Right.
We build this monstrous meaning around the symbol, and it causes us to marginalize things of equal or even greater value. Enclothed cognition. What are those? We're talking about that right now. Do white fashions build black self-esteem? Fuck. Do I feel better if I got what Massa says is the ultimate symbol of success? Who wants to talk about it?
Let's go.
Shit. Jeff Brown, put the shoe down. You done held the shoe since you've been here.
Like an infant.
like a newborn baby.
Like a baby.
I'm gonna burp this son bitch in a minute.
True or false? Individuals whose self-worth are harmed, listen to this, sought affirmation in high-status luxury goods. In other words, people who have low self-esteem, who've been hurt, they seek value in high luxury goods, high-end goods.
I'm gonna eat all this shit.
Come on, man. Let's get busy right now. I ain't gonna ask no more questions. My crew is in the building. We got I'm gonna call him Harv, but his name is Javier. Okay? He's from Android Home. Talk to us, man, about the process of creating this brand and the disconnect between African Americans and the rest of the world as it pertains to this.
Well, thanks for the platform, man. I appreciate it.
For sure, bro.
Really, like there's a connection between luxury goods, African Americans. Obviously, we've connected and have single-handedly blown up hundreds of European and or American brands like a Prada, a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci, Tommy Hilfiger.
Gucci eating.
Oh, they eating big. They had a nice resurgence off the back of, like, say, Future.
Right.
And, he fucking your bitch in his Gucci flip-flops. That was a big moment for them.
Right.
And it's been all, kind of skyrocket for Gucci since then. I think the disconnect is that there are other brands, other people of color. It doesn't have to be black and or white or they're Latinos, I'm half Latino, etc., that are creating comparable if not better products than some of these companies, and I think it's our duty to research, do things differently if we want different results.
Right.
And so ultimately our people are really the purveyors of this, because you never heard of Givenchy until Kanye started wearing it or saying it.
Right.
But they've been around for 50, 60 years.
And then they won't let Kanye really get in, and
Right.
he's really the force behind why we even know who they are.
Exactly. I mean, no one really, they had their own community. I mean, these brands stay alive whether we support them or not, because they have their own community.
Bro, say that again. Yes.
They don't really need us, but
you.
we take them over the top, right? We take them from, like, let's say a $50 million company that they can do with their own people,
Right.
Europe, Asia, etc., and we take them to the $1 billion mark, and so that's the difference. And what I see is that we don't really have that community that supports our own brands in the same way, where we don't necessarily need other cultures or other territories to support us. Luckily, my brand does have that kind of support. We sell extremely well in Europe. We sell very well in Asia. US, we do excellent as well. And I think it's just because I've decided that outside of anything, it's just important to deliver quality.
Shit.
We're gonna deliver quality product at what we believe is an affordable price, because we get a shoe and it sells for $200 to $400, made in the same factories as a Givenchy or a Versace or a Prada, and yet we're giving it to the end consumer at a fraction of that price. So our shoes don't cost $800 to $1,000.
Wow.
It costs $300 to $400, and you might say, well, that's still expensive. It is expensive, but it's a price to pay for quality.
Well, again, it's a luxury brand. I
Correct.
told this story on Periscope earlier this morning, and it was a few years ago when I was on Jamie Foxx's Foxhole Radio, and I had a meeting with this sister in it was about 6 or 7 years ago. I had a meeting with this sister in downtown Pasadena. So whenever I go to downtown Pasadena, I'm in love with the Audi R8. I got to stop by Russ Snack.
Right over
Audi.
Over by the 210.
By the 210. I got to go do it.
Right where Colorado start.
I got to go window shop the Audi R8. So I'm sitting outside the window breathing on
Window
the
shopper.
So I go into the spot and I'm walking around taking pictures of the car. The white girl receptionist recognized me as Zoe Williams, the voice of reason on Foxhole Radio. I listen to you all the time. Are you Zoe Williams? Oh shit!
Wow,
I'm a fake ass celebrity. so I'm like, yeah. Wow. She was like, I heard you speak, and that's what made me. That's him. I was like, was I talking to myself? I must have been over here drooling on the car. I don't know. So she was like, oh my God, I listen to you all the time. Woo, woo, woo. So she's excited to meet me. I'm nobody. But the salesman, they're like, who the fuck is this bitch tripping off of?
Right.
So they come over after she goes and tells them, oh, he's with Jamie Foxx and whoop, whoop, whoop. So then they thought they had one.
Chain, ding-a-ling,
Like,
chain.
I'm not finna buy this Audi today. Right? So they come over, hey, you like that, huh? I was like, hell yeah. You want to drive it?
Hell yeah.
You motherfucking right. He was like, we'll gas it up right now. Let's go. So we get in this motherfucker. He drove around, the salesman drove around the block once. Then he pulled over. And
You
was
put
like,
that sumbitch through the paces.
do you understand?
Bitch, get out the way.
It was the V10. When the V10 first came out,
Nigga. What?
and then I was like, hey, I gotta go. I have a meeting right now.
You got back so fast, you got back before you left.
Right. I was like, hey, I have a meeting down the street with Fox. They was like, he's here. I was lying, of course. He's here. I was like, yeah, I got to go down the
You gotta
street.
keep that low though. Don't.
I was like, I got to go down the block.
Don't embarrass
I'm sorry.
yourself. Knock it off.
And it was like, but could you bring him back? Would you bring him back? I was like, sure, if he has time. Here's my number. Can I take your number? Please call us. We'll stay here till 9 later, whatever. If you bring him back, we'll wait. I left him waiting, of course.
Of course.
But the
Why
one
not?
thing, the moral of the whole story
Good
is,
for you.
during this whole process, I was looking at the mileage. I was like, gosh, this thing gets terrible mileage. And the salesman said, for the guy who's going to buy this car, that doesn't matter.
That's true.
So I make that point just to say, Javier,
You said, motherfucker, buy a Prius.
this is a luxury shoe brand.
Indeed.
So if you come at him on some, because I hear black people saying this a lot about luxury brands. And this shows you that there's a psychology of denigration and self-hate for black brands within black people. Because the first thing they'll say is, those shoes are expensive. But you never say that to Versace
No.
or Gucci or whatever shoe you're coveting. That's a white brand, that's a status symbol. You never hear black people say that's expensive.
Right.
They just get it. And when they do mention the price, they mention it as a status symbol.
These shoes cost
These shits
$600.
cost $600. These shoes cost $900. You understand what I'm saying? You see, I'm out here balling, my nigga. They use it as I'm doing well.
Right.
But if a black man comes in here with the same quality or better, what are those? That's the response. And then once you tell them what they are, how much they cost, them shits is expensive.
Right.
You didn't say none of that
Right.
about them Gucci slides, them flip-flops. You didn't say nothing about that.
It's just like the same ones in Marshalls.
Oh,
They
shit.
flip-flops, nigga. Okay? Ain't no grown man supposed to leave his house in a fucking flip-flop. What you gonna do if a zombie apocalypse start? You got on flip-flops. Get 8. That's what you gonna get.
Oh, you gonna get 8
Fuck
because you
doing
can't
on
run?
the- Flip-flop, 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 flip-flop. What the fuck are you doing? No. So on the serious though,
Go in, John.
where I think the disconnect is that this is basically black man's ice, 32 degrees, just like the white man. Nigga, please with your bullshit. The whole.
You almost had it.
I was gonna keep going, but I need to start writing.
Bring it back. Bring it back, selector.
Oh shit! Okay, let me turn up in the headphones.
Let's go, Jeff. Yeah.
Y'all know I just left home to come in here and deal with Android home. Put them on my feet, then hit the street, looking kind of neat. Not incomplete with
Yep.
the bullshit that you do, the voodoo that makes you want to buy another brand so that you can say you do. But you don't, you won't, you can't, you fly, you think you fly, not until you put these on. From a black man, not in his basement. You can get this shit at Macy's. Let me make his case, man. Put Put these on and look like something. Do like something. Be like something. And quit that fronting with that Gucci and Prada and Fendi and other shit. This right here, honestly, dog, is other shit.
Some brother shit.
Some goddamn brother shit. What? No, see, on the real.
Gunshots.
Respect sneaker.
Respect sneaker.
No, on the real honest, man. On the real honest. Okay. Why is it that you know you ain't got no business in Fendi or Prada anyway? This shoe is not for everyone. Right. This is for the cosmopolitan individual who is going to look shoe to shoe on its own merit. Right. If you got $600 in your pocket about to buy a shoe that's going to sit next to other $600 shoes in your closet, and you see this joint, how much is this one?
It's about $600.
Okay, we go. You see this one sitting there for $600. I would cop a pair of these, but my baby need braces. If you, I'm just real. My baby need braces. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what if I can get some shoelaces for that fucking verse. Now, so I'm honest. I'm just honest. But if you are getting down like this, you Chris Brown, you doing it like this, and you don't give this a chance, you don't bet on. Fendi don't need your money.
But see, you know what? This brings us back to Lonzo Ball.
Right? Oh, yes.
That's exactly
this brings us right back there. Because watch this. There is such a thing called the psychology of fashion.
Oh, yeah.
And these motherfuckers is real aware. If you talking to a doctor who's wearing a regular button-down short sleeve shirt, people tend to trust his ass less. You know why?
Because he ain't got a lab coat.
He ain't got on the white smock.
Right.
When he's wearing a white smock, he could be a fucking
rhesus monkey.
He could be a fucking student.
Yeah.
Somebody who ain't even a doctor yet. But he wearing that jacket. That white smock makes people feel like, oh, this is a doctor. This is someone who is reputable.
Right.
So the image makes sense, right? So a man who's wearing a suit is considered a businessman. He might not even be doing no business.
Right.
But if he's wearing one of the classic colors, navy blue, gray,
brown,
black. That's a businessman right there.
He might be about the business sitting on the fucking couch because he ain't got no job.
Right.
But he got on the suit.
So you're perceived differently. This is why I always say you have to add in ageism, racism, sexism, classism. So when you put the racist filter on it, now you looking at white brands versus black brands and how they fare in America.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it is that these brands, like the Versace's or whatever, they don't need us. They love us because we take them over the top in terms of
they
profits.
love us?
Well, they love the profit that we give, but they don't love us.
Right.
But nonetheless, I think what people of color have just don't really have a concept of is the fact that these companies have built institutions with their people. So I mean, you talk Versace, Louis, Prada. These are 30 to 100 years old.
And your money is going to keep recycling,
and we just keep helping them every trend. We catch a trend, but they still survive. Now you take, let's call it black-owned brands or people of color, like say FUBU or Esco or whatnot. Once we stop supporting, they die. Right?
It's over
because our community doesn't support it for the long haul the way they do. So
what's the difference between a fashion institution and a fashion fad?
Well, the fashion institution has an ethos. They understand what it's about. And a lot of times these European brands, it's all about quality. So they're like, look, we're making the best luggage in the world with the best construction and the best whatever, the best material. etc. So you can go ahead and go with the new trend, but we're gonna always be quality, right? And so trend is about like just whatever's hype.
Now.
Now the quality doesn't really matter. It's just, is it hot now? If so, we on it, and then we're off of it. But when you get something like my shoes and you wear them, all of our customers are repeat customers,
right? Because
they're like, you know what, the trend is with Yeezy or it's with whoever, but these shits are incomparable in terms of quality.
They're gonna be fly now and 5 years from
and
now.
Forever,
Yeah.
So that's the kind of the difference, and that's what I learned from studying the European brands. Is like, how do they stay alive for 100 years, right?
Wow.
And when some of them were making luggages to go on the Titanic, that's how old they are, and yet our brands, we've never had a brand that's African American and or Latino and or Asian owned that's lasted more than 10 years.
Wow. Wow.
And so this is where we got to get to. It's not really, we can support their brands, but we also should support ours as well.
Right.
Did anybody else just pick up on this? Okay. This is reason number
this nigga shit.
This is reason number 78 why I'm gonna fuck with this dude right here. Okay. Do you ever think that the owner, the CEO, the head of Adidas, Nike, Versace, Gucci, Prada, Hermes, you name it, would come on a radio show and refer to his products as these shits right here?
No.
That's why I fuck with this dude. These shits right here,
These
yo.
shits right here.
He's talking to me. He's talking to you. Those other people
Funny.
are not talking to you. You are on the outside of them going, let me in, let me in. I need everybody to believe my life is okay.
Right.
Pretty please let me in. This dude is on this side of the fence with you with the same shit for less and speaks your language. If you don't have his shit in the closet, shut the fuck up when Black Lives Matter comes up as a subject.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up when police brutality comes up as a subject. Shut the fuck up when you hear that black companies don't survive. They don't survive because of your high-minded boule sedity fucking ass.
Damn, okay.
Get up off your balls
Okay,
and go
hold
and
on.
buy this brother's shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is this your rant?
I know, right?
Is that a piece of it?
That's a precursor.
Okay.
I
But
got
you know
some
what?
dope shit.
That's how brothers ride for these European brands. Like,
Yeah.
they'll stand in line, they'll fight over it, and say, nah, your shit's whack because it's Gucci, mine's is Louis.
Right,
Like,
all that.
there's all types of like fashion wars, and yet, I think fashion is an expression of self, right? And you
Right.
can get to the point where you are the fashion or the fashion makes you. There's people that chase this shit to the degree where if they don't have it, they don't feel any self-worth. I think that's dangerous. But if you know who you are and you say, look, I could wear anything,
Right.
and make it fly.
That's right.
But I prefer, because I make the money, I work hard, whatever, it's my birthday, whatever the deal is, I prefer to go buy these shoes that are $400,000 or $500,000. Then go do that.
Right.
There's not an issue with that. But if it defines you, that's where you fucked up.
But again, now we're back at fashion psychology.
Indeed.
So they've done some research. They say people feel physically stronger when they're wearing a Superman t-shirt. People don't understand how powerful the human mind is. So now, imagine the person who's designing the clothes. You talked about quality and construction. So now I ask the reverse question. Are black designers somehow manufacturing and producing subpar, sub-quality, and, like poorly constructed clothes or products?
Well, I think so. But I think that there's a lot of poorly constructed clothes, not just blacks, but I think like there is, I kind of have a different kind of philosophy about things where things are connected to energy, right? And there's a certain energy, a certain amount of love and attention put into these products, right? So when somebody puts it on, they feel that. They don't even know why, but they just be like, damn, this shit feels good. Now, when you got some cheap product made in the middle of China, and it's like there's no love and attention, there's no hand on it, then you feel that too. You put it on, you're like, this don't really, it's whatever, you know?
Right.
So
there's no positive residue.
There's no energy emitting from that product. And you know, so when someone gets a Prada or a Gucci, Louis, or Android, they feel the love that went into that product. And that's what I think ultimately humans are connecting to, is the energy behind it, you know? And so there's also a level of like exclusivity, you know? It's like this is only for the elite, or this is only for those that are successful, etc. And people want to be a part of that.
Right.
They want to feel successful even if they're not.
Right.
You know, that's why people will spend their last month's rent on a new bag or a new pair of shoes,
and
a new
they
pair
will.
of sneakers. They will.
Yeah.
Because they want to feel successful. It's all about energy. They want to feel like they're doing something right in their life, even though that's probably a really bad decision.
Right.
You know? So that's kind of the difference that I think is the disconnect is what does this make you feel like?
Right.
You know? And I just suggest that if you can't afford it, don't buy my shit either. Don't buy anybody's shit
that you can't afford.
Get your shit together.
Because that's what this shoe says.
Yeah, get into a position where you can afford it, and then go for it. You know, go for whatever it is that you feel, but don't fake don't fake it.
This is why I brought this dude on the show, because I had a meeting with him last week. I was like, okay, this is a real motherfucker right here.
I'm feeling these. Bro.
See, a lot of times you get people who so caught up in their artistry or whatever, they don't resonate to real people. This is a real dude right here creating a real product that deserves to be out front where people can see him and support him. Now, there's this sister out of England who I love. Her name is Alicia Mullins, right? Alicia Mullins. She does all Afrocentric based fashion, really fly stuff. She created like a shirt jacket. It's a jacket, but it's a shirt. You know, the wrists button up and you know, it zips up, and the top half of it has this print with Marcus Garvey in it. It's real fly, real out of London, England. Nice. So I try to give her as much shine as possible too, because the construction was right, the quality of it was right. And that's why I wore it, because I was like, yo, this whole little feel right here feels like somebody cared about making it.
Exactly.
So when black people start putting the love in their craft, I believe we can then derive meaning from the product.
Absolutely.
But if we keep trying to shortchange each other because we believe whatever, like this ain't that, so this ain't Prada, this ain't Louis, so I don't have to give you my full, you see what I'm saying? My full effort. And then in turn, you don't have to give me the full payment.
Full price, yeah.
The full price. That's why we're this kind of let me get the hookup kind of culture. When you see this, you know there ain't no hookup here.
No.
That's not hookup shit.
No.
That's some shit you worked your ass off for, and you covet.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I covet these.
This is wine list shit. Okay?
Right.
This ain't the shit where the menu is in lights, nigga. Ain't don't nobody work with a smock. This ain't French fries. This is I'm finna propose type shit. You don't propose in Burger King.
I'm proposing these.
You propose, you put these motherfuckers on with the brand new black Levi's, with the brand new black shirt, with the brand new black suede jacket, with the fresh cut crispy hair. That's how you do. Yes.
Now don't spend all your money on these and then propose in Burger King.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's why I said these ain't back to school shoes. Because this shoe is a metaphor for I got my shit together. If you going to school, no, you don't. You're there to get your shit together. You're going to class to get your shit together. So go and put you on some shell toes. Go on to class. When you get your shit together, when this ain't a thing, that's who we talking to. The folks that this ain't a thing. We talking about folks that ain't gonna have to sit in the dark because their lights is off to look at these fucking shoes. That's who we talking.
At least I got these kicks.
Yeah, at least I got these kicks. If you gonna get these and go, at least I got, not you. Not you. We talking about niggas that got their shit.
And we talked about it before. We're gonna bring Omar in here too.
Yeah, shout out to Omar, Ram Omar.
Because he's the one who hooked me up with this brother.
Okay.
Because he was like, Zo, I already know your taste. I already know how you get down. You gonna love this dude's stuff. And then I started following him and looking at it. And then I finally reached out and got him in here. But when we talk about construction and quality, you look at Ram Omar's bags, the Ankh bag he makes for the women.
It's incomparable. It's there's nothing different about his quality and his construction to the European brands.
Right.
It may even be better because it's smaller and there's more attention. You know, these are big companies.
Yeah.
They're kind of
Cranking
pumping
it out.
stuff out. They got to hit profits. They got big investors. They trade on the.
His is small and boutique, and
it's small. It's you know, and that's why companies like his and mine need that support. We need that you know, kind of support from our community to get us to a stable place where we are also an institution in 40 years,
right.
50 years, and we can grow our business. Because see, the secret here, or not even the secret, what I've seen is that these European brands, once they get one off, then they build another.
Right.
And they build another. So now they're empowering their own people. Now they got a conglomerate of 50 brands.
Right.
Right? That employ 50,000 people. Right? And so that's what we got to get to, is a place where we can build one brand, and that owner go ahead and build another brand, and
right.
you know, and it includes everybody. It's like, okay, Zo, you want to do leather caps. I got the manufacturing, I got the connected distribution. Our next brand is Leather Caps by Zo.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And it grows like that. That's how we impact our community. That's how we grow. But if we nickel and diamond ourselves, yet putting all the money in someone else's pocket, we just can't complain.
And that's the real big point here. Make no mistake, as broke as black people are, we're using the little we got to make other people even more wealthy.
Absolutely.
We have to understand that.
Yeah, that's clear.
So when we have guys like Antonio Moore in here, and Antonio Moore breaks down the wealth divide in America, the wealth gap. And there are people out there who disagree with him. And like I said, man, I'm not on anybody's side. I keep this forum open for anybody to come in and share what they want to talk about in an unbiased, non-judgmental way. I'm objective. Somebody come to me with some opposing information to Antonio Moore, you're welcome to come here and say it without judgment. That's just how we get down. But Antonio brought us some information that said black people control 2.6% of the annual wealth in America. 2% of that is the baby boomers. And that money is tied up in real estate and other investments. And then that leaves us with 0.6%. The 0.6% is Oprah, Jay-Z, big, all the big time wealthy people.
All the people that the Republicans look at and go, nonsense, niggers, look at them.
Right. But everybody else under them is basically broke.
Right.
But those people are still buying Gucci and Prada and Louis and extrapolating some kind of feel good out of it because they don't understand the psychology of fashion.
Yeah, and I think that, when you get to the Jay-Z, Oprah level, or not, all of us in this room can really understand the difference. Quality changes your life. It's like the man who was just here and he's getting these fresh pressed juices, right? This is a better quality juice than, say, the one you're gonna buy at Ralph's that's been on the shelf for 3 months. Right? So you're gonna pay more for that juice. Right? So when you start to understand the difference in quality, then you no longer have this, kind of like, that's too expensive or none of that. Even with your food, like I only eat organic, I only eat fresh pressed or drink fresh pressed because of the quality. It makes me feel better. Right? So it's all in your garments too, or your shoes or whatnot. You don't want shoes that are gonna hurt your feet. You don't want to wear a suit that in 2-3 days is gonna tear apart,
Right.
or it's gonna rip when you sit down. So obviously there's a price to be paid for that, and I think our objective is to get there. If you work in one job and you buying low quality things, then that's okay. But what about a second job? Elevate your level of your quality of life, however you can. And there's I'm not the kind of brand and or owner that looks down on anybody who's not making that kind of money,
Right.
or is caught in a struggle or whatnot. I sympathize with that. I didn't come from money. My father's from Panama. He didn't have a pair of shoes till he was 14 years old.
Wow.
So for me to be making shoes in Italy with the best factories is quite a compliment to him and his journey.
Right.
Because he's the one that kind of helped me get here.
Because you're the end result of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't look down at that at all. But what I do kind of feel like our community is not doing as a group, as let's say the Asians, the Caucasians, the Latino, we're not working together.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We're not working together to make sure that we can get to these levels, because everybody wants a nice car, a nice home, nice clothes. Everybody. I don't know anybody who doesn't, but they all work together to do that.
But see, then we got to factor in the false balling culture.
False balling.
False balling is all about people wanting to seem like it. So I'm gonna sell drugs to make it seem like I'm winning in life.
Right.
But you're not really winning.
Not really.
Bro. They're about
Somebody
to
has
take
to lose.
everything.
Right.
You're about to win for 4 years straight.
You get 4 years of
You
free
got
run.
4 years of looking like a king, a boss.
Right.
But you're gonna have another 40 years making 5 cents an hour, making products for somebody else.
And braiding your boyfriend's hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Because most of the guys don't understand that 4 years of quote unquote free reign is the setup. That's the alley-oop to get caught. Because whenever you ball like that on some dirt, and it feel like you feel like I got this, my system works.
Right.
You get comfortable, you get complacent, and that is the setup.
We all know that they just watching. They're just watching and waiting.
They're watching.
They're letting you do that. You think they don't know, but they watching and waiting.
Both of you. You're crowding my rant. Okay. Because I got some shit. I wasn't known. That's taking my rant, taking me in a whole different direction. All right. And I'm gonna put it right here. That's not even part of it.
You're crowding my rant.
You're crowding my rant. Okay. All right. This brother here, let's just say, is the kingpin in the game. This my man here.
Yeah.
He making $50,000 a week.
Right.
He's next in line working for him. He makes $20,000 a week.
Right.
I work for him. I make $5,000 a week. Y'all work for me. Y'all all make about $1,000 a week.
Why I gotta be in the poor section?
Because I'm just working left to right.
I'm just fucking with you.
Just working left to right. Now, of course, you're gonna be the evil white man in this whole thing. All right.
Oh shit.
When we go to court for the same offense of possession with intent to distribute, why is it in order to get off, it takes all of his money, to get him off, all of his money to get him off, all of my money to get me off, all of your money, and so on? Here's why. Because the people who took you to jail know exactly how much money each one of you motherfuckers got.
Gosh.
They already know.
They created the product.
Thank you. It's not your system. It's their system. And what they gonna do is they gonna let you sell for a while. And when they get ready to cycle through, they'll get rid of all you niggas. And then they'll get another group.
Get another group.
Another
Because then
batch.
they're going to filter you into the prison system, which is also their money-making
Come
machine.
on, bruh.
They got ways to do this. So all we have to do is really get conscious and wake up. And it's not, we can play the game in the same way. We can build our institutions, our banks, our brands, and do like them. I'll take money from an Indian guy, a white man. I don't care.
Because they don't care.
I'm inclusive with my brand.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be exclusive and say, no, this is only for blacks, this is only for white. No, this for everybody that has a particular mindset. I call my brand a mind style brand.
Say more. Go
Not a
deeper.
lifestyle, Brian, a mind style. So if you have if you have a particular mindset, then I'm fucking with you.
Right.
I don't care what color you are, but you could be my brother, my cousin, my family member. If you're not of the same mindset, then I don't need you to buy my shit.
You know, you can't even be over here with us.
No, it's because it's not. It's they've evolved past color, right?
Right.
Now it's class.
Say more. Go
You
deeper.
know, it's not about color anymore because there's a lot of broke, ignorant white people. There's a lot of them that voted for Trump.
Most
Right.
of the country.
You know what I'm saying?
is
Like, there's a
broke
lot.
and
So
white.
it's not even about black and white anymore. It's about mind. It's how you think. You know, and if you can surpass, you know, this kind of old slave mentality,
Absolutely.
then you're gonna see a whole new light. You're gonna see a whole new perspective. And that's really where we're trying to get to, whether
My
you're
man.
black, Latino,
My
white, Asian, because they don't care anymore either. They're like, if you white and ignorant, you going under
out.
too. You
You're
on
outta
welfare
here.
too. You on crack too. You on meth too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna starve you to death as well and lock you up.
Right, and you'll get used too.
You'll get used too.
Yeah.
Because now it's just all about class, right? A class system, meaning what's your education? What's your level of understanding of this whole system?
Wow.
You know, what's your nutrition like? You know, what's your diet like? You know, because if you still eating buckets of chicken or you shopping at Whole Foods.
I know what kind of mentality you got.
Exactly. So here you are. You're in this box now.
Right.
Regardless of the color. You know? So we just got to evolve past the box that they put us in and now create our own box.
That's why, you know, like when I first saw Omar stuff, I knew right off tops. Oh, this is high end right here. I don't
Right,
give a
right,
fuck.
right.
It wasn't made by no white people.
No.
I knew right off that's high end. And then when Omar pointed me to him, I said, "Let me see." I went there. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, there you go. It's a mind connection,
I knew
right?
right
'Cause,
off top.
Yeah, we connect and saying, all right, look, I like the product. The product's secondary. That's another thing is that African Americans primarily are the idea. We're the creative force that's sparking this everything, this world, whether it's hip hop, fashion, television.
Right.
Like we're the guys that are coming up with these ideas, but what we don't have,
We are the purveyors of cool.
we are. Like they need
Always
us.
been that.
We always.
Always. So like it's always been like, well, what do you like? Okay, well, you know, look back at like say Jerry Heller and these, you know, NWA. Like he didn't have the idea.
Right.
NWA had the idea.
Right.
To say fuck the
He just
police
put
and
it in
make
a
that
box.
music.
It'd be some,
You know?
it'd be
I don't
some
have-
weird. It'd be some weird, way off French shit that we can't pronounce. But if we find it,
We fuck with
and
it.
we rock it. You got niggas out there mispronouncing some shit. I'm in some L-Ocetane. What? The fuck? What are you wearing? Some L-Ocetane, nigga. but we make it hot, right?
Back in the day with the wheels. Nigga, I
Wait.
got them Lorenzos on my car.
Right. We'll
They
name
don't
it
even know how to,
whatever.
they don't even know how to pronounce it.
We'll listen.
Lorenzo?
But they fuck with it.
Jay-Z made Cristal. He made it.
Yeah,
Now, like you said, they're gonna be rich without us.
period.
But when you got the most powerful culture in hip hop saying your name in every song for free because of one dude,
Free. Straight up.
you see what I'm saying?
You can't
So,
buy that.
We shift the culture.
We make it go
we
wherever.
go like, all right, like you said, Zoe, when I tell my crowd, my audience, boom, it shifts, right? Now you look at like Jay or Kanye or any of these people. I mean, even Justin Bieber, who's doing R&B pop music, that's our music
That's us,
too, you know?
right.
So they shift the culture, you know, because they fuck with something, you know?
Right.
And so that's cool and all, but I think that we have to get independent of these celebrities.
Yeah.
You know, and start thinking for ourselves because we never know who they work for.
How can you see quality unless it's attached to a celebrity?
Well, for the African Americans, we don't have that kind of like
We have to develop that vision.
cognizance. Yeah, we don't know the difference until Jay-Z says it.
Wow.
We don't.
That's big.
Whereas they know the difference. Whether they don't even want Jay-Z to say it to a certain point. Once he starts saying it, they're like, fuck. Now all the,
Now they gonna know about
Now
us.
they know about this.
Wow.
We gonna move on to the other
Here
brand.
comes Latradion.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
And they've all been outspoken about it. Gucci, Louis, they don't want us in their shit, you know. But they can't deny the profits. They're going like, look, we're a family-owned business, 80, 100 years. We're doing 100, 200 million on our own, but we're doing 2 billion now. We can't be mad at that.
You can't be. We not mad.
We don't like it, but we like the money.
That's like Michael Kors coming out saying, "I'm just tired of pretending that I like black people."
Yeah,
but is that going to stop the sister from wearing the bag?
I'm sorry, what?
Tommy Hilfiger, like, I mean, there's a history of it, and I understand it because to them, blacks wearing their brand devalues what it is that they're trying to do, right? So if you live in Compton or you in the hood somewhere and you wearing Gucci, they never designed it for that. They designed it for the upper echelon person going to the museum.
They designed it for the person who was trying to separate himself from you in the first place.
Exactly.
Because even their designers are aware of the stereotype of who black people are. Less than. So how could less than wear our brand?
Right.
So they don't want you in it, but you get a self-esteem boost from wearing it.
Of course.
Fuck.
It's real.
That is a conundrum for your ass right there. Listen, we're about to take a quick break. The ZOWHAT Morning Show. We going ham. Whose name is on your ass right now? Whose name is on your back pocket?
On your foot.
And his name didn't get on your ass before it was in your mind.
Ooh. His name gotta be in your mind.
What brand is tattooed on your fucking mind?
Damn.
Yep,
Tattoo removal when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's topic, what are those? They're Android Home. That's what they are. AndroidHome.com. Please
get you some
support this,
Androids
man.
and bring your ass home.
I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all gotta cash mob this brother for real. Everybody out there listening to this show right now, find a pair that you can afford. If you were daydreaming about some Louis, if you was daydreaming, Louis got the symbol of Medusa.
Right. No, that's Versace.
That's Versace with the symbol of Medusa, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man, fuck all that. Come over here.
Stop turning your bank account to stone and get the fuck over here. Get you some goddamn Android Home.
Stop turning your bank account into stone.
Fucking.
Please support this brother right now. My homeboy. Hey, listen. Omar just texted me. He said he watching the show right now. Shout out to Omar. Omar. Y'all go over there.
Oh my God.
Support that brother's brand as well. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back.
Omar, you watching? Holla at me, man. I need a shirt. I done wore that goddamn shirt with George Washington on it till he looked like Rick James, nigga. I need some shirts.
George Washington ain't never looked like Rick James.
He look like it. You wait till I wear the shirt. I done wore that shirt so much.
All right, we'll be back at 2.2. Yeah, ZOWHAT back in the building. Hey man, this is what you do, man, when you're trying to empower your people, your community to coalesce around meaning. You know what else is meaningful out here in the hood? The sister who opened up her own grocery store.
We got to broadcast from there.
We got to just do a live broadcast from the grocery store.
We're going to make that happen, sister. We're going to broadcast from your shit.
You figure deals?
Yes.
We just got to do that.
Yes.
We just have to do that.
Oh, my God.
Listen, this...
That's hot.
That's stupid right
That's
there.
Hot. I usually don't get down over nobody else's music but my
DJ
own.
West! Yeah!
That's cold.
So again...
That's hot.
I was just told, and maybe Javier could help me say this correctly. Am I correct? What'd you say? Zoe Williams is the code at AndroidHome.com. Zoe Williams is the code for Zoe Williams people who get down with me. I'm giving y'all gifts. 25% off. Damn, look, Daniel's looking like I will be using the Don't look like that, Daniel. Daniel's face was like, Say
You should have
word.
seen. You should have seen Javier face. Javier was like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah, Javier was like, what?
What the
Like,
fuck?
huh? I didn't approve that.
Let me go back and
Wait
check.
a minute. Who just said my daughter can't go to private school? Who just said that? I didn't say that shit. I didn't say that. I make the fucking shoes. Who do I?
Hey man, that's what I heard from a secondhand source. That's why I wanted to run it.
Javier was like,
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
You know, it's
25%
a code. It's a code of love for Zoe
Man.
and the team and everybody that's listening in, because that's what we got to keep doing, is just spreading the love. So it is 25%, and it's only for y'all. So use the Zoe Williams code on the checkout.
Wow.
And you'll get 25%.
It just dropped right into my affordability zone.
It just slipped right in.
It made shit dangerous for my kids though, because as soon as they come in the mail, look here, you touch these goddamn blue shoes, I'ma whoop somebody's ass. You understand me? It's a damn on top of the refrigerator for a fucking reason.
You go put the shoes on
On
top of the
refrigerator. I don't know what, you ain't got no goddamn business up there. Okay, you know what's on top of the refrigerator?
Dig 'em
that cookie
smacks.
jar my grandmama gave me, and these some bitches right here. Okay, ain't shit up there for kids. If it, goddamn it, I ain't playing. I'm gonna whoop somebody. You know what? You ain't gonna get an ass whooping. Stand in the driveway. I'm gonna back over you if something did that.
Oh,
with
shit.
my fucking shoe. You know how much that shoe costs? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it's coming to that time of the show,
You know I can't get down over nobody else's music.
which is Jeff Brown's intellectual rant. This is where Jeff summarizes what we've been talking about.
Sort of. I tried.
He's just gonna rant all over the place. He gets 3 minutes to do it
Hulk
uninterrupted.
smash, nigga. I just.
Hulk smash.
I love when you do that. First off, shout out to my man Javier.
Yeah.
He did something that was real big a few minutes ago. He spoke about his father, who did not have a pair of shoes until he was 14.
14.
Until he was 14 years old. You cannot mock the shoulders you stand upon.
Wow.
He stands on those shoulders. Which leads us to black people's amnesia, which is kind of what's got us here. We are so happy to point out what of ours is played out. Carl Kanai should still be here. Cross Colors should still be here.
True.
FUBU should still be here.
True.
You know why they're not? Because you, black people listening to me, you decided that they were played out and then went on and put your Levi's on and got the fuck on. Levi's been around for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
Why? Because people who usually buy Levi's, meaning most of America, are not looking to play the, hey, look at me, everything is better for me than it is for you, which is impossible because you motherfuckers live around the block from each other. What you don't understand is that you, black man, are the brand. You are a brand. When you leave the house, there is a community, a society that depends on what you think is cool, and you have it in reverse. Let them run from you. Let Tom Ford or whoever run from you, because that's what they do. Michael Kors is running from you, and you are a fashion bloodhound trying to seek him out and smell him out and knock that shit off. He's running from you. Let him run. What you need to do is get some black designers in your nose, black celebrities
In your nose.
Get some black. I promise you, as I sit here, one day I will be celebrated, and I will be doing some celebrated shit. And I mean, goddamn it, down to my drawers. Everything I'm gonna have on is gonna be by somebody black. I wish the fuck I would beg somebody white to make me anything to wear to the Oscars or whatever ceremony when there's Reggie Jenkins, Woody Wilson. Why would I do that?
Omar Buckley.
Omar Buckley. This man sitting right here. There is not a pair of shoes anywhere, in my opinion, but then again, I'm 52 and I don't like my shoe all busy. I like my shoe kind of smooth.
That's That's a
I ain't
smooth
seen
shoe.
it. That shoe is, oh my God. You are not telling me that the other shit you are buying is higher quality. The only place that quality truly exists is in the mind. Quality exists in the mind, okay? And in the words of my father, you only complain about quality once. That other shit will have you complaining all week.
True.
Damn.
We got to start putting band-aids on our own substandard items. Meaning, we are young to this game. We're not young to being exploited. Oh, we've been plenty of exploited. But we got to get to the point where we can go to a brother who designs something less than this, like Nagas Footwear. The cats that the Soul Brothers with out of Detroit. Shout out to y'all. I got 4 pair of red, black, and green joints. And they are. And this is some real shit.
And wait, and they're welcome to come here too.
Nagas, y'all need to come on here. Y'all need to come on here. I'm going to go on and put it out there. Here's my issue with Nagas shoes. Guess what?
Here we go.
In comparison to the Chucks that they look like, they don't last quite as long. Do you know why? Because Nagas Footwear does not have the wherewithal that Converse does. That's why. So instead of me complaining about how quick these shoes wore out, do you know what I did? I went and bought some more shoes from this brother. And I would rather buy more shoes from this brother and give him my notes and put band-aids on his shit than to contribute to this well-heeled, well-oiled machine over here. We have got to change the way we spend our money and the way we think about spending our money. What has to happen is socialism in democracy. We have to start practicing our own socialism. If we got up from here and this brother said, fuck shoes, I'm going to take all my money. And I said, fuck the shit I'm doing, I'm going to take all my money. And Zoe said, fuck the shit he doing, he going to take all of his money. And go over in Koreatown and open up a Korean barbecue joint, we would be out of business in 3 months if we were not burnt out. Because they are not buying your barbecue, and it is not racist. They are taking care of their own people. There is no reason anymore for us not to take care of our own shit. Stop looking at other people for high end. Look very closely in your history book. We are the originators of high end.
Right.
We originated high end. The people who are feeding you high end right now, long time ago, were taught to wipe their asses by us.
This how you wipe your ass, okay?
Yes.
Because you're walking around here, you're reeking.
Please. Okay? What we are discussing when we were talking about Jerry Heller, my man Javier brought up Jerry Heller and how he didn't know shit about music, but he knew what he saw. He looked at NWA and said, you know what? Y'all are lightning in a bottle. I ain't got lightning, but goddamn it, I got bottles.
I got bottles.
I got bottles. Here is this brother with his own lightning in his own bottles. If you are not fucking with this dude and you fuck with high-end shit, you are the problem. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, another classic Jeff Brown rant. He's always ranting, but one thing we can rely on, it will always be intelligent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll say some ignorant shit.
You do say ignorant shit,
It's
but
ignorant
it's
shit.
wrapped in intelligence for the most part.
You know what? You know what? I thank you. That's actually, I like to think of it backwards. I got some wisdom wrapped around all this ignorant shit, like putting your shoes on the refrigerator so your kids can't. Am I the only one that does that? To put shit on the refrigerator out the way of the kid?
What brand contributes the most community empowerment to its African American consumers? Ooh. I know I like to ask tough questions. High-end brands. Is Ralph Lauren kicking back?
Is there a Ralph Lauren public library? I don't think so.
No.
Is
I don't know any. There may be. A lot of times they have these, kind of quiet, I don't know, nonprofits that do work. Mm-hmm. But I don't know any that are publicly doing it, and so My answer would be none. I mean, the sportswear brands do it because that's where they're gonna find their next Michael Jordan. So they're in the hood. They're at the AAU. They're there kind of giving shoes out, supporting, because they know that there's a ultimate goal.
Yeah,
for them.
They're watering their crops.
Exactly. They're like, yo, you remember when we used to give you shoes in the 8th grade?
Right.
Sign with us now that you're gonna sign in the NBA.
Right.
So
Right.
there's an intention behind their support, but I don't know any luxury brands that do that.
Well, and this is my challenge. This was my challenge to LeVar Ball for the price of his shoe. Because first and foremost, I mean, it's a layered problem. We're broke. Black people in general, collectively. Now, you can find individual blacks that got it.
Right.
There's individuals, as George C. Frazier would say, black people all across the country, you can find affluent black people. He said, but if those black people are represented by dots, those dots are not connected. If you connect those dots all across the country, you now have a web of black affluence, right?
You have a community, a population.
Yeah, where we're moving these resources around. But because those dots aren't connected, we have a disaggregate affluent base, right?
Right.
So with that said, when we're talking about these brands and we're saying, okay, how do we support these brands? How do we big these brands up? How do we turn them into institutions? We first got to create a web, a network, right? But that web and that network has to start with an idea. I talked about it earlier when I said fashion psychologists have said when you put on a Superman shirt, right? You feel stronger, physically stronger.
Remember how brand new Chucks used to make you run faster?
Do you understand? I was the ball player where whenever I had on a new pair of basketball shoes, I played better.
I'm going for 40.
Jump higher.
I played better. Whenever I noticed my shoes was starting to break down, I didn't play as well.
Because you didn't feel it.
But it was a mental thing. So now watch this. What would black people feel like, or what should black people feel like when they put on a Malcolm shirt? Right? What should black people feel like when they put on a pair of these shoes? Or take Ramomar. He says, man, this is like a living museum on you. The kings wore this 5,000. Only the kings wore this.
That's right.
Not the priests, not the paupers. The kings wore this 5,000 years ago. How should you feel?
Right.
Listen, we living in a town right now, or we living in a time right now where, take for instance, they're already trying to rewrite history every time they get an opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
So you got scientists that are on the fence about the out of Africa theory. They've been looking to try to make Neanderthal more important and smarter than we thought they were before, and better and different. And they're not really modern human, but they were pretty dope. They trying to rewrite that history because it was found in Neander Valley, which is Germany. Now they're trying to say, well, the East Africa theory is in peril because we found some older bones over here in Morocco. Still African. But when they tell the story and they show the animation of these are the bones that we found and this is the evolution to modern man always turns white. Racism is subtle. When we talk about psychology of clothing, everything has to go through that filter of race. Because at the end of the day, I can't let you know who the fuck you are, who you were, and what you meant to yourself. I've got to always be the standard in your life. Now that's a cold way to see it. I gotta be the standard. I gotta be the brand you most covet. And I don't give a fuck if that brand is Jesus or Jordache. I gotta be the nigga. That's how white people look at it. I gotta be that person.
True indeed.
It's unfortunate, but we've got to break the dependence on that aspiration.
Yeah, I mean, because the the one thing that we have that they can't take over is our mind. So all we got to do is think independently. We got to think beyond what they told us. We got to think beyond slavery. I mean, when you talk about Ram Omar, his product, you talk about the ancient Egyptians, we are the originators of luxury. There is nothing more luxurious than Tutankhamun's mask.
Man, Jesus.
Come on, bro.
That's priceless.
Jesus.
It don't even have a price.
Right.
Right? So when you talk about luxury,
Let's get the fuck out of here with your money.
Yeah, when you talk about luxury, it's us. You know, it's Mansa Musa. It's the kingdoms of Mali, Sanghay.
Yeah.
Like, this is us. We just have that amnesia. We can't think past Massa, and we can't think past the last 300-400 years. But we've been here thousands doing this.
You ain't got enough money to afford my daughter, Jack.
Nonsense.
You know, like,
we got to get back there.
Yeah, once we circumvent that, and that's all in the mind too. Like, you know, that's why, like, one of my favorite artists was Bob Marley, because he's like, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. You know, all the shackles and the chains and all that they can, you know, they got the power to do that, but they don't. They're working on the power, and they're implementing the power to enslave the mind. And that's the most powerful thing that they can do. And they're doing it. It's working. We see it. So all we have to do is reverse that, and let all that old slave mentality go. Yeah. And then the physical will follow.
And then it'll follow, right?
And then it'll follow. Everything follows the mind.
Then wearing the gear will make sense to who you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, there you have it.
I mean, and the gear is just cover. I mean, the kings wore robes made of plush velvet, and I mean, gear is gonna be gear. Clothes is gonna be clothes. All that shit's gonna be, you know.
Right.
There's nothing that I make and or Louis Vuitton or any of these people make that's above the person wearing it. So let's get back to that. Like, be who you are supposed to be, and then wear what the fuck you want to wear. It's all good, you know. But if you don't even know who you are, and you just following trends, you trying to wear the latest, you lost up in the sauce. You part of the problem, like y'all said.
Bruh.
Go ahead, Jeff. I know you itching.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's the camera at? Zooming on this shit right here. Zooming on that shit right there.
I mean, that's
you.
That's it right there.
That's you. This is basically what we trying to break here. Okay.
Jesus or Jordache,
come on,
nigga.
Man.
They all gotta be white.
They all gotta be white. Okay. I hate to keep going back to my favorite shoe.
Put that shoe down,
nigga. You understand? I got a black velvet dinner jacket that would just with some black Levi's and just a white shirt walking. Hey, how's everybody?
Hey, wait, really quickly though, Javier, tell me some of the people names. I think you said Jay-Z. You know, who are the people that have some of these?
Yeah, I mean, you know, thankfully, you know, I have some relationships and people really rock with the product regardless, you know, so shout out to all the stylists, everybody that's come through. But I mean, we've had everybody from Jay-Z, Justin Bieber, Usher. I designed his OMG tour about 3-4 years ago.
Wow.
You know, we've had French Montana. He supports us a lot. You know, we got Swiss Beats is a big supporter. Shout out and much love to Swiss Beats.
Okay, young man, I'm gonna go back to your website.
Kevin Hart, you know, he wore our shoes while he was hosting the BET Awards.
Wow.
Kendrick Lamar wore our shoes when he received his award for Best Rapper of the Year.
Wow.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of people wearing it. Okay. You know, but of course, as a small brand, there's bandwidth. You know what I mean? The big brands got the ability to blast this information out, you know, to their network of millions and millions of people. So, you know, we're working to get there. That's our job, is to make sure that people know that our brand is coveted, is quality, without all the hype. You know, there are brands that kind of get on the back of an MC or a rapper or whoever, and they blow up, and you know, that's all the more love and respect to them. But you know, we're just I'm just all about the quality.
If I may, if I may help,
here we go.
As I'm looking on your website, okay, you go to shop, and I see a
Blindness.
fucking page of dope. Okay, and then you go to the main.
Did you see the denim ones? I'm sorry.
The denim joint.
Just go down. See
Sweet
that?
Lord, right there. Oh yeah, that's
That
a beast.
denim
That's a
piece
beast.
right there.
Hey, man, ain't nothing. Dude, close your eyes and point.
Yeah. Hot monkey.
Okay,
Lava.
now I go to I'm like the regular page, and I see niggas' feet. Let's see. I'm going to lookbooks. What I'm looking for are pictures and endorsements of the aforementioned people that should be brought.
I don't do that. I think it's.
I think the brand stands on its own.
I
really.
do too.
Boom. That's the key point. Is like I want the brand, and it has. I mean, we've been here 8 years.
Okay.
Like this is not overnight. Like the brand stands on its own. We got a big network of people that support us. Like I said, we're in Saks, Bergdorf's, Kith, New York City. We're in Selfridges, Isetan. We're in all the top global doors in the world.
If you don't calm down, Jeff,
and it's all on the product. You won't see Jay-Z on our website.
Right.
I'm not promoting that. I love it. I support it. Thank you. But I really want to connect with the people.
Yeah, because like I said, the brand. Look at his response.
I can't buy this shoe. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm gonna start trying to fight crime if I buy this fucking shoe. Look at that's some superhero shit. That shit is cold as a beast. Please tell me you still have these on the shelf.
Those should be called the Bruce Waynes.
Nigga!
The Tony Starks.
You put them shoes on, you gotta go da na 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 na. Oh my god, these are fly.
Okay, Jeff is excited.
Oh my god, man! Look, I'm a shoe whore. I love shoes.
Don't whore yourself
I
out
love
over shoes,
shoes.
Jeff.
But see, my get down finna show y'all. I'm finna bust out some of my pimp shit here. I go to high end places and buy the shit that's on clearance. That's my get down. That's my get down.
All right, look, this is what I got to do, Jeff. I got to do a condensed final thought.
Absolutely, I'm out of the way.
Listen, the Black Panther movie trailer came out.
Crazy. Amazing.
Why Wakanda gotta be fake? We can make a real Wakanda now, just by believing in each other.
How about it?
I hear a lot of people, man, like who try to get real logical about life. Like, they talk about how life is simple, and if you follow these simple rules, let me tell you something about life. It's unpredictable. And one thing about life that's really powerful is the quality of your thought determines your experience.
How about it?
True.
You feel me?
True, 100%.
You get people who be trying to act atheist on everything. Well, what is energy? What does energy mean? Well, if you don't understand what energy means, then you don't understand quantum physics.
How about it?
Which is the most successful form of science we've ever had. We don't have cell phones. We don't have satellites. We don't have computers. We don't have Wi-Fi without quantum physics.
Ziploc bags.
And quantum physics is at the point where it understands that everything about life is coming and emerging from this base of energy called the unified field of unlimited possibilities. Was the Buddha wrong when he said all is mind? Was the Bible wrong? Proverbs 23:7 when it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. All the ancients knew about energy. The first law of thermodynamics, energy can never be destroyed. It can only change form.
True.
The second law, the longer an energy system goes on, the more it begins to degrade into chaos. What do you mean? You marginalizing energy?
Speaking.
The universe is created of the same shit your thoughts are. So what are governments and religions about? Policing the level of quality thoughts you get to think.
Absolutely.
That's why they call themselves an authority in everything. We've got to become the authority of our own lives. We've got to become the authority of our creativity. We've got to become the authority of shit we participate in. Man, this dude right here is an authority on these goddamn kicks.
How about
And I'm fucking with him until the wheels fall off. I'm going to support this brand every week. Every time I'm on the air, you're going to hear me talk about Android Home. How do you say it? AndroidOhm.com. AndroidOhm.com. Y'all got to support it. Don't play yourself. Don't bullshit. Cash mob him today. Find a pair that you can afford. There's some clearance situations on your website, right?
They can sign up on our on our email list. Sometimes we do like a Memorial Day sale. You know, we rarely go on sale, maybe once, twice a year, but when we do, catch it.
Right.
Like,
and then also you get the Zoe Williams discount at the end of the checkout.
Yeah,
you get 25%.
Yeah,
so that's what it is.
That's as of now.
That's right now. Go move right now. All right. Zoe Williams, the ZOWHAT Morning Show has been a blast. We appreciate you. Stay tuned later on. I'm going to be on The Voice of Reason from 5 to 7 p.m. Please call in. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Thank you so much. We out. Deuces. Let that rock.